Let me start this latest electronic publication, or should that be rant, by advising that much of what I have to say to you this time are direct quotes from an article written by Noel Yaxley in a recent issue of The Spectator, entitled Electric Cell: The Horrific Cost of Green Energy. Noel's words resonated with me, and thus I have been moved to make you aware of them. Please do find this article online for the full version, as I will be merely picking out the points and paragraphs that jump out at me. I think most of you are acutely aware of what goes on in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but sometimes a reminder is not a bad idea. Noel states, just as the insatiable demand for rubber once drove exploitation and suffering in the Congo, today's hunger for green minerals has unleashed a new wave of devastation. Green energy requires unprecedented levels of extraction of rare minerals from the earth. Much of our electronic equipment relied on tantalum, a mineral extracted from coltan ore. Tantalum is essential for making capacitors, which, like cobalt, are used in a wide range of electronic devices, specifically electric vehicle EV batteries. These minerals power lithium-ion batteries, with about 8 kilograms of cobalt in a typical EV battery. Securing this precious resource has become critical as the insane race to net zero continues apace. Noel Yaxley goes on to tell us 70% of the world's cobalt and 80% of its coltan comes from the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. The World Bank estimates global demand for cobalt will increase by 585% by 2050, making the DRC a prime location for exploitation, especially through the extensive use of child labour in the supply chain. In 2016, Amnesty International reported severe human rights abuses and child labour in the DRC's mining industry, with around 40,000 children working in the country's cobalt mines. Due to a lack of regulation and safety equipment, serious injuries and fatalities are common. Experts estimate that up to 2,000 adults and children die each year in the DRC's cobalt mines. Let that sink in. Green sustainability is clearly rife with hypocrisy. Technology meant to save the planet is instead causing environmental harm. With global EV sales projected to account for 2/3 of all new vehicles by 2040, the profit motive will always override moral considerations. The DRC has a monopoly on these minerals. No other country can meet the demand. Isn't the exploitation of African people for profit supposed to be wrong? Where's the outrage of the left? Revisionists and ideologically motivated race grifters persist with the exclusivist belief that the transatlantic slave trade was history's greatest evil, even though more people are enslaved today than during its entire 400-year history. So why are they not taking to the streets in protest? Naive? Probably. Ignorant? Almost certainly. Until we confront the true cost of this so-called green revolution, the suffering in the Congo will remain hidden beneath the bonnet of every EV we drive.